Most companies believe this. If you want to grow, you expand. More markets, more customers, more use cases, stay flexible. But there's a company that did the opposite. They walked away from entire industries, reduced their market, and became more dominant. This is the story of Pirelli and why selling to fewer people made them impossible to ignore. If you run a B2B company, this will sound familiar. We serve multiple industries. We support multiple use cases. We don't want to limit ourselves. And if you say this, you probably believe you're increasing your chances of growth. But in reality, you're doing the exact opposite. Let's take two examples, Pirelli and Continental. Both make tires, both global, both high-performance engineering companies. But they made very different choices. The tire industry rewards one thing, scale. Serve more vehicles, more industries, more use cases. And if you zoom out, this logic doesn't just apply to tires. It's how most industries grow. So companies follow it naturally. But here's what starts to happen when everyone follows the same path. Everyone starts to look the same. Same capabilities, same promises, same positioning. And when that happens, buyers don't remember you. They start comparing you. Pirelli does something strange. In 2017, they don't expand. They don't diversify. They don't add more segments. They do the opposite. They cut. They separate their industrial tire business. They walk away from trucks, walk away from agriculture, which, if you think about it, is exactly where scale lives. They stopped asking, how do we sell more tires? And started asking a harder question. Where do we actually matter? Not where we can sell, not where we can compete, but where our product makes the biggest difference. They chose one word, high-value vehicles, prestige OEMs, premium SUVs, electric vehicles. And they went all in. Today, around 76 to 80% of Pirelli's revenue comes from high-value tires, 18 inches and above. The rest is shrinking by design. Now, this is where most people misunderstand the story. They assume Pirelli just chose a richer customer. But that's not what happened, because when you choose a different segment, you don't just change who you sell to, you change what you have to build. Take electric vehicles, for example. They are heavier, they behave differently, they demand different performance. So now you're not solving the same problem anymore. You're engineering for higher load, lower resistance, better control, less noise. Which means Pirelli's focus didn't just sharpen their market, it forced them to sharpen their product. And the market reflects this. Pirelli works with Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bentley, and leading EV manufacturers. Not because they sell tires, but because they solve performance under extreme conditions. And this is where most founders get it wrong. They look at this and think, they just went premium. But that can't be the answer, because Michelin is premium. Continental too is premium. Bridgestone is premium as well. So clearly, premium alone doesn't differentiate you. Premium is not a moat, it's a trait, and traits don't make you memorable. Association does. Look at the difference carefully. Continental optimizes for movement, making sure vehicles operate reliably across different conditions. Pirelli optimizes for performance, making sure vehicles behave at their limits. Same category, same product, but a completely different job. And when the job changes, the memory changes. Now, this kind of clarity doesn't come from a workshop. It doesn't come from a brainstorming session. It comes from something much simpler. Patterns. Patterns within the business. Where do you already win? Which customers value you more, stay longer with you, move faster with you? And patterns outside your business. Where is the market moving? What new demands are emerging? In Pirelli's case, it was electric vehicles, performance demands, and engineering complexity. When both patterns start pointing in the same direction, a lane appears. Pirelli didn't invent a lane. They recognized one early and committed to it. Continental sells tires to many worlds. Pirelli became the tire for one world. That's the difference, not in product, in clarity. So, if you look at your own business today, where do you already win without trying too hard? And where is the market pulling you, whether you like it or not? Because if those two are pointing in the same direction, you don't need to invent a strategy. You need to recognize one. And the real risk is not choosing the wrong lane. The real risk is staying broad long enough that the market stops trying to understand you at all.